Water flows at a speed of 15 meters per second through a pipe that has a radius of 0.4 meters. The water then flows through a smaller pipe at a speed of 45 meters per second. What is the radius of the smaller pipe? So let's write down what they've given us. 15 meters per second. They've also given us 0.4 meters. And then they gave us 45 meters per second. Now what was the last thing they asked for? They asked us for what is the radius. Okay, so let's put that down. Symbol for radius will be R. That's what we have to find. 15 meters per second, we don't need to look at that. That's definitely a velocity for meters per second. And then therefore we have another velocity here, 45 meters per second. So we're going to call it 1 and 2. 0.4 meters is some type of distance. Let's check the question. A radius of 0.4 meters. So they've given us a radius. So we'll call this one radius 1, and we're looking for radius 2. To remind ourselves, a radius means we're dealing with circles. So if you have from one end to the other, it's the diameter, but one end to the middle is a radius. The area for a circle is pi r squared, where r is the radius. Okay. Now we're dealing with fluids here. Water is a fluid, and it's moving fluid because it's got a velocity. So the only formula we know with the moving fluids, and the only formula we've been taught with velocity, is area times velocity equals area times velocity. Okay? So we're trying to find a radius, not an area. But if you look, area is linked to radius. So we're using the right formula here. Let's put in the numbers we definitely know. V1, velocity 1, is 15 meters per second. V2 is 45 meters per second. A1, we don't know, but we have radius 1. So let's put in area 1 is equal to pi times radius 1 squared, where radius 1 is given. Okay? Now we should be able to find A2. Let's rearrange this. A2, if you rearranged it using cross multiplication, would be A1 times V1 divided by V2. Make sure you cross multiply to find out. So we can find A2. Once you've found A2, you'll be actually finding pi R2 squared is equal to all that. Okay, so we get some number here, it's equal to pi R2 squared. But we just want R2. So we mean to get rid of this pi. So we also cross multiply. So we'll be left with A1 V1 over V2 equals 2 pi r squared. We're looking for r. The pi, when you cross multiply, comes down to here. Okay. And now we need to get rid of the squared. What do you do to get rid of the squared? You have to square root everything. This cancels out. So you put your answer in the calculator, you square root it, and you find R2.